Welcome to the Doghouse on the campus of New Albany High School. It's the Jasper Wildcats taking on the New Albany Bulldogs. The Wildcats with a 12-3 record against the Bulldogs 8-5. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And Jason, of course, the Wildcats coming off a tough win last night against the Northeast DuBois Jeeps, winning that game 58-55. And it took almost a heroic effort by Connor Foley, scoring 25 of his 29 points in that second half. And, again, it was still even a battle all the way through that third quarter before the Wildcats finally took a lead around 5 minutes to go in the ball game and took control at that point. A great game for Foley. I mean, obviously a career night with 29 points, but we really need to get back to that balanced scoring, don't we?
Yeah, you're right. We've got to execute better on offense, get more guys involved. Obviously last night Foley was the most athletic guy on the floor and basically had his way with, when he got the ball, he basically just scored at will.
Right.
But yeah, we need to be able to play the inside-outside game, hit some outside shots so it opens up the inside for Foley and for Heichelbeck a little bit. I think, tonight we'll probably concentrate a little bit more on that. Obviously New Albany's going to have a little more size. They got 3 guys that start that are 6'4". So, there's going to be a little more beef inside to help play defense against the inside guys. So the outside shot tonight I think is going to be pretty vital for us.
Yeah, and the Wildcats hit just 1 3-pointer last night versus the Jeeps, who hit 11 of them and really kept them in that basketball game. But, we're taking on a New Albany team, like I said, 8-5 on the season. They play in the Hoosier Hills Conference, and right now in the conference they're 1-1, trailing Floyd Central and Seymour right now. But when you take a look at their schedule so far this year, I mean, they start out 2-4, but they have won 6 of their last 7 games, and 3 of their wins have come against Southern Indiana Athletic Conference teams, where they've knocked off Harrison, and double overtime win against Wrights last weekend, and then last night they beat Evansville North at North. So again, it's a Bulldog team that's playing really well at this time.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Their record stands at 8-5, but they, like you said, they struggled early. Mm-hmm. I think they've won 6 out of their last 7 games. So, from that standpoint, they're going to be ready to play tonight. So we've got to come out and be prepared. I mean, their losses are all to quality schools: Bloomington South, Zionsville, Floyd Central, Carmel, and Indianapolis Cathedral.
Right.
So, they've lost to some very good schools. So, they're going to be ready to play tonight, and we need to be too.
Absolutely, as we are getting set for the tip-off here, and we are underway, and the Bulldogs with their starting lineup is number 4, Justin Carter. Jeremy Rose is number 5. Tucker Biven, 22. Chase Loesch is 25, and Jaden Thompson wears number 30. And the Wildcats with their same starting lineup of Ernie, Carter Moondy, Grant Young, Connor Foley, and Gus Heichelbeck on the floor as New Albany misses their first shot of the ball game, and Foley gets his first rebound.
New Albany starts out in a man-to-man, so that's not surprising with the size and able to match up with us a little bit. So we'll have to work on executing our offense tonight a little bit better.
So Justin Carter, he's number 4 with the basketball right now. He had 19 points in that win last night against North, so he'll be a big part of their offense tonight.
Yeah, and Tanner Ernie drew the assignment to guard him, so we'll see how that goes.
So the 3-pointer does not go for number 30, Jaden Thompson. Here come the Wildcats the other way. Cats showing some patience here as they feed down into Gus. You see Gus get a little bit more involved with the offense. Last night, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, but the only points he scored in that ball game as the ball goes out of bounds. Cats will hang on. So just underway here. They call this place the Doghouse. The Wildcats against the Bulldogs. And ball gets knocked away, but the Wildcats will hang on and actually went off the hand of number 5, Jeremy Rose. Yeah, I think it's going to be a night. Carter Moondy with just 2 points last night. We're going to have to really get him involved with the offense, the Wildcat leading scorer, and he gets a 3-pointer off there and misses everything.
Yeah, it was short. It's a little hard to tell from up here. It looked like it was on line, but it was
so too.
it was just short. So, we've got to get him back on track.
There's a nice move right there going up and under is Jaden Thompson going right around Foley. So Foley's going to have to keep an eye on him down in the blocks.
Yeah, he goes 6'4". He's a senior, so he's going to have some experience, of playing. So Connor's going to have to play a little bit better defense tonight, I think.
So Connor draws a double team. Now they get it down to Gus. He's going to use his body to get that up, but he's just not finding that touch around the basket in the last few games.
No, he's not. It looks like he's as Jaden Thompson hits that shot, that three, but Gus just doesn't look like he's shooting the ball very well. It looks like he's throwing it more than what he's shooting it.
Right.
Mundy's off again, but we've got to find that touch to be able to score.
So as you mentioned, Jaden Thompson hitting that other bucket, and he scored all 5 points. So it's a 5-0 game, 5:35 on the clock, and it's going to be the first foul whistled on the Wildcats, which will go against Tanner Ernie. Carter gets a shot up, and he puts it up and in. So just like that, the Bulldogs off to a quick start, 7-0 over the Wildcats right now. Ernie gets a jump shot there, but he's short on that one. So quick one and done for the Cats there as Bulldogs working around out to the perimeter there. Rose gives it up. Now it's a three-pointer. It's going to be a little bit long there this time for Thompson, so Cats come down the other way.
Foley did a nice job of blocking out. And there's Tanner's bread and butter for him is to catch the ball and go to the basket just like he did there and was able to get an easy layup.
First 2 points for the Wildcats, 7-2 is our score. Three-pointer on the way and right on the mark here for Jeremy Rose. So the Bulldogs, 2 3-pointers already. And they have hit double digits. It's 10-2 right now. So that's going to be a foul down low. Carter will pick up that personal foul. And, Jason, we were talking last night with Jason Albrand actually after the ball game. I think Jasper's only won like 2 games in the last 50 years in this gymnasium. So,
yeah, it's I don't want to say it's a tough place to play, but it's it's a long bus trip, and there for a while they've had some. There's a nice shot by Foley, but they had some really good years there. Obviously, when Romeo was here, and even before that, and so yeah, it's not an easy place to play, but it's not like New Albany didn't play last night. They were on the bus, back and forth to Evansville,
right?
And we were at home, so it's kind of a reverse role tonight, but we got to take advantage of it. And so far, on our shooting, it looks like we haven't got our legs established yet because balls look like they're short and things like that. And when you play back-to-back nights, sometimes that tends to happen.
Right. All right, so Albrand's going to come in for the first time. New Albany, of course, coached by Jim Shannon, who has been here now for 24 years. And he actually reached his 600th win a couple games ago in a win over Scottsburg, 58-38. So he's got 602 wins on his career.
I think you mentioned earlier, too, off the air, that Coach Gable's going for, his 200th win at Jasper?
Yes.
Tonight. So,
yeah, his last night, win 199 over the Northeast DuBois Jeeps. So, yeah, if he gets a big win here, it'd be his 200th Jasper win. Foley can't get that to go, but he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. So he's got 4.
He's kind of taken off where he left off a little bit last night. So that's what we need. We need him to stay aggressive. But New Albany's the type of team that they'll make adjustments, and we have to be able to find out something for Connor to do when they start to double team him or whatever.
Right. So there's a drive there by Justin Carter, but he draws the contact. Oh, a travel they call, okay.
Yeah, they did.
All right, so Beekler comes in for the first time tonight. Gus is going to sit. So Cats have gone to their bench. New Albany, I don't think they go very deep with their bench. Last night, I think they just played 6 players in that win over North. Won that game 54-41. Grant Young gives it up over there to Beekler. Can't quite find Moondy as he cut across the lane there. Carter goes for the steal there, but Carter Moondy hangs on to it, and he actually will draw the contact. It looked like a clean block, but he got him with the body there. So Moondy's going to step up to the line. So again, just 2 points last night. Dropped his average down to about 13.7 on the season. Foley's big night moved him up to 12.9 points per ball game. Moondy will pop the free throw there.
Yeah, we've got to get Carter on track. I mean, he's got to, continue the scoring that he's been doing. Obviously last night that was not a Carter-like game.
Right. All right, so Moondy 2 for 2 there. Yeah, he and Gus Heichelbeck are 2 stars from the foul line. Moondy's shooting 85%. Gus actually up to 90% after going 4 for 4 last night. So Jasper trails by 3, 11-8. Shot doesn't go. Good rebound there by Michael. Moondy will attack the lane. Goes straight there, and I think it went right off his leg. Yes, It did. So I think he was hoping for some contact there. Not quite there. So New Albany will get the basketball back with 2:09 to go, and they lead by 3, 11-8. Bevan's going to shoot the 3. And he pops it. Excuse me, Thompson.
Yeah.
So Thompson hits a 3-pointer there. 14-8 with 1:40 on the clock here in the first quarter. Good drive there by Young, and he puts it up and in, so he gets his first 2 points of the ball game. 14-10. Jasper still in it.
New Albany runs a offense that's based on the perimeter. They've got, most of the time, they've got 4 guys out beyond the 3-point line.
Nice job by Grant as he came up with the steal there. Stopped and popped, and so now it's a 2-point ball game, 14-12. So the Cats battling the Bulldogs tonight. In the 50 seconds. Looks like you're starting to spread the floor here. Ball screen there. Justin Carter attacks, goes straight up, and a good job there by Albrand to steal that ball. Gets over to Grant on the wing.
We need to get a good shot here. Be patient.
Gus worked his way into that shot, but did not go. But Beekler's going to knock it, and I think it's going to be no, they're going to say actually ball tap there. So down to 17 seconds. Cats will have a chance to either tie or take the lead here with a bucket.
Gus just doesn't look like he has his legs under him. Everything looks like he's like a newborn giraffe where his legs are just wobbling everywhere. And I don't know if he's trying to play too fast for his ability or what. But
all right, so that's going to be a personal foul called on the Bulldogs. That's their 3rd personal foul,
I believe,
or team foul.
Biven, I think, was going to pick that one up.
Yep, so number 22. So non-shooting foul will be an inbound with 0.5 on the clock here. So the Cats are going to have to pretty well touch and shoot, and they called a foul. They did call the foul, so that's going to be a foul called on Jaden Thompson. So Foley will get 2 free throws here with the clock expired here. So O'Connor hits the first. So 5 points for him. And he misses the second. So 14-13. Jasper down by just 1 against the Bulldogs here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Wildcats have the basketball to start the second quarter here, trailing by just 1. So a good first quarter for the Cats to stay competitive in this basketball game, 14-13. Englert will drive there. Thompson picks him up. Now Gus has it.
I was going to say they got a mismatch down there. Oh, that's double dribble. And they bounced it out of bounds too. But they had a mismatch because they had a switch, and Justin Carter was trying to guard Foley on the low post, and we got the ball to him, but
yeah,
Connor wasn't able to finish it.
All right, so Bevan with the basketball. Again, 15 points last night, just 1 point in that first quarter. Jaden Thompson was their leading scorer in that first quarter with 8 points. Shot does not go, but Englert comes down with the board. Quickly gets it over to Ernie, so Ernie attacks, and he is cut off there and has to give it back up to Foley, and he travels with the basketball. So a couple turnovers for the Wildcats in their first 2 possessions.
You know, that's a case there where, you know, Connor got the ball in a place he's not normally catching it, and he was just basically didn't know what to do, you know, and then obviously made the turnover. But there's times when you know, just because he's open, it's guys like the big guys especially, you don't want to get them the ball in a position they're not comfortable with.
Right. So Johnson gives it up there. He gets it back, left all alone, top of the key, but a little bit long on that three-point shot. Foley comes down with it, 6:50 on the clock, 14-13. Jasper trails by 1. Chance to take the lead here. Allbrand curls through, not there. Englert will drive, stops, gives it up to Foley. Foley now triple team down low, so he's going to have to muscle every bit he's got to get that shot up, and then loses the handle.
And he forced it. I mean, that was the bad part about it. He had 3 guys on him, so somebody was open.
Right. Thompson can't hit that 3. So Cats come down with the rebound.
New Albany settles for the 3-point shot a lot.
Seems like it so far, as Foley tacks the lane there, and Thompson will pick up the personal. So first personal foul on Jaden Thompson. Cats are going to bring in 3 substitutions after the first free throw here. And Foley, 1 of 3 now from the foul line.
Needs to continue what he had going last night. Shot the ball well from the free throw line last night.
Right. All right, so Connor hits the second one there. 2 of 4 on the night.
Beekler's going to come in and give Foley a little bit of a break.
And actually, Maddox Schmeltz is on the floor now for New Albany, number 23. So like I said, I think they only go about 6 or 7 deep with their lineup. Tie ball game at 14. 5:52 on the clock here as Carter makes his move against the Wildcats, and that's Ernie picking him up. Tucker Bevan with it. Johnson will drive to the left. Now he attacks the other way. Short on the shot, but there's a big rebound put back up and in. So the Bulldogs come up big there by number 33, Future Brooks, in the ball game.
Somebody didn't do a very good job of blocking out. I'm not sure who it was, but they lost their man and left him wide open for a rebound and a layup.
16-14 with 5:11 on the clock here in the second quarter. Gus, three-pointer, nails that one. So Gus steps out and hits a big one there and gives the Wildcats their first lead, 17-16. Ball screen set there. Bivens looked like he was picked up nicely by
that was pretty
Young
good,
there.
Pretty good defense. It was a set play, so it's one of those that they probably practice that shot quite often. So
it gives the lead back to the Bulldogs, 19-17. Mooney will drive and miss everything on that, but
two Bulldogs had a chance for that rebound, and they fought each other for it. And thank you. We'll take the ball back.
It's a little dog fight right there.
No pun intended.
No, not at all. Mundi left alone for a 3. Short on that one, so he's going to find his mark tonight. And they're going to say that one went off Gus, so Bulldogs will have the basketball with a 2-point lead, 4:18 on the clock here in the first half. Bevan gives it up, gets it back. Pulls up at the elbow, but good job there by Grant Young, knocked that away. Little spin move there. Little help by Ernie. Now he gets a dribble back as Grant got a hand on it.
They like to set a lot of ball screens.
Right.
By that, you know, I mean, whoever the guy is out front that's got the ball, they come out and set screens for him and let him kind of go one-on-one or figure out what he wants to do.
So Justin Carter took advantage there, got a 3-point shot, makes it a 22-17 lead now for the Bulldogs. Again, this is a basketball game. The Cats can win. I mean, we're playing right with them, but we just got to execute on the offensive end. All right, so a little bit of trouble there, and it's taken right away from Young. So good job by Chase Loesch. Now here come the Bulldogs the other way with 3 minutes to go.
We got to be
Long
strong, stronger with the basketball.
And
I think they're going to call that foul on Beekler, which that wasn't a very good call because I didn't think there was a foul either way, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think Jasper fouled our New Albany. They were just going for the ball, but not sure what the referee saw.
all right, so the score is 22-17. Jasper trails by 5. Johnson Carter is going to feed inside to Thompson. And Grant Young, boy, he is just after it. I'll check in. Actually, it was Tucker Biven who had the basketball. And they're going to call Young for the foul.
No, they called a jump ball.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Possession stays with New Albany.
All right. Ball screen set again. And Johnson Carter's going to reset things, but now he's trying a little one-on-one game against Allbrand. Can't quite get the handle to get the shot off, but three-pointer doesn't go for Loesch, but they come up with a big rebound there.
Yeah, we've got to do a better job of blocking him out. Carter had a body on him, but he let him get him too far under the basket, and the rebound came right to him.
Johnston Carter. 1-on-1 against Allbrand again. And this time Foley gets the block and is able to come down with the rebound.
Justin Carter does a lot of dribbling, but he goes nowhere with it. It's a lot of fancy dribbling between his legs, behind his back and all that, but he doesn't go anywhere.
Right. All right, so the Cats doing a good job defensively on those last couple possessions. 22-17, we got to get some scores on this side.
Yeah, next team foul on New Albany will be in the bonus, so that's nice.
Mundi with a nice shot fake, but then short on the shot. He's just not finding his mark tonight. Just 2 points for him, both of them coming from the free throw line so far. There's a three-point shot on the way by Schmaltz, and it doesn't go. Young gets the three, and he pops it. So that's a big shot there for Grant Young. He's got 7 points to lead the Wildcats right now and makes it a 2-point game. So Jim Shannon wants a timeout. John Gable will gather his team. 22-20 is our score here on 18 WJTS. Tight basketball game here in New Albany, Indiana. The Jasper Wildcats against the New Albany Bulldogs, 22-20. Bulldogs with a 2-point lead. Tucker Bevan picked up there by Ernie. He'll back out. 1:10 on the clock as he drives to the top of the key, gives up. Shot not there for Schmeltz. Carter drives to the basket, can't get it, but a rebound put back, and that's the second time Future Brooks has come up with a bucket like that.
We missed Foley. Foley was wide open, had an easy basket.
All right, so we're inside a minute at 46 seconds right now. Jasper trailing by 4. Connor will get to the lane, and nice step through and puts it up and in. So a 3-point opportunity there for Foley.
Take that. I don't know where the foul. Didn't look like there was much of a foul because he stepped right between the guys. There wasn't nobody by him.
Exactly. But he can't get it, but Gus with a big rebound, but then he gets blocked from behind there by Bevan. And New Albany will hang on to the basketball.
New Albany forgot to block out there. I mean, Gus had he was the only guy in the lane.
I know. All right, so Foley not able to convert the 3-point play, so it's 2-point ball game, 24-22, as New Albany looks like they're going to hold for the final shot here with 23 seconds to go. Good job there by Ernie. I'm sorry, Foley comes the other way and jams it home. But yeah, credit right there to Inger with great defense to force that turnover. And Foley ties this basketball game with the dunk. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Bivens going to have to force one up, and he banks it in at the buzzer. So, big break there for the New Albany Bulldogs to come up with a 3-point shot after Foley jams one the other way. And we got a 3-point ball game at halftime. New Albany leads 27-24. So, we're in the ball game, but it's not been really pretty for either team so far.
No, it hasn't. You know, I don't think either team's playing exceptionally well. New Albany, you know, like I said, they on the offensive end, it just looks like they do a lot of dribbling and then end up shooting threes. Justin Carter, I mean, we've done a good job of guarding him, and it doesn't look like he's used to having somebody be able to stay with him when he does all that fancy dribbling.
Right.
But like I said, he does it, and he doesn't really attack the basket. He goes nowhere with it. Whoever, Young or Englert, whoever that was there at the end, you know, forced him into a turnover because he was just doing silly stuff with it. Yeah. So I think from that standpoint, you know, from the defensive standpoint, we've done a pretty decent job. I mean, we've held them to 27 points in a half.
Mm-hmm.
That's not awful. You know, and on offense, we're just not hitting our shots tonight. You know, we've had some point-blank shots that we haven't been able to finish. You know, if it wasn't for Foley again on the inside and Young a little bit on the outside, we would be in a world of hurt tonight. You know, Gus is struggling again. Mundy's not, you know, having his typical night. So, you know, we've got to right that ship here in the second half and figure out what we need to do on offense.
Yeah, no question. I mean, Carter Mundy's just really got to get back on track. Just 2 points, both coming from the foul line in that first quarter. So, you know, he's had some really good looks that they're just not dropping right now. So that's just got to change in the second half.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, like we said, he's had a couple of open shots that he normally hits, that tonight he hasn't, you know, a couple of them didn't even draw anything.
Right.
So I think, you know, from the standpoint of that, the coaches will, you know, they're going to go over some things, and I'm sure they're going to get after them on, you know, to pick up the intensity a little bit. You know, we don't seem to have a lot of it tonight. And again, you know, we've talked about this. You know, you played last night, you played tonight, tonight's on the road. But there's no excuse. I mean, you got to get off that bus. You got to be ready to play tonight. I mean, you're playing a 4A school, so, you know, that you should be excited and motivated and energy to do that. But, you know, it just seems like every year we get off the bus up here, we just struggle.
Right. Well, the good thing is that it's only a 3-point ball game, so the Cats still in at 27-24. And we'll take a break here at halftime on 18 WJTS. All right, we're at halftime here at New Albany High School. The Jasper Wildcats trailing the Bulldogs 27-24. Take a look at the scoring first for the Bulldogs. 5 players scored, including Justin Carter with 5, Jeremy Rose with 3, Tucker Biven with 7, 8 points for Jaden Thompson, and 4 points for Future Brooks off the bench there. The Wildcats, all 5 starters have scored. Tanner Ernie with a layup. Carter Mundy with 2 free throws, 7 points for Grant Young, including a 3. And Connor Foley, double figures again for him, this time 10 points in the first half, and 3 points for Gus Heichelbeck, hitting a 3-pointer there in the second quarter. So It's a basketball game, Jason, and I think it's just a situation where the Wildcats just going to have to come out with real intensity to try to take control of this basketball game.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to play better here in the second half with a little more energy and a little more fire. New Albany doesn't seem to be playing real aggressive defense to not allow us to do what we want to do. We're just, we talked there off the air a little bit. We've missed some easy shots.
Yeah. All right, so the Wildcats with their same starting lineup out there. Same thing with the Bulldogs, so no real changes on the court. But the main thing here is Mundi starts things off with a big three-pointer.
Yeah, it's a set play coming out of the halftime. The New Albany bench was hollering. They knew exactly what was going to happen, but Justin Carter was supposed to be guarding Carter Mundi, and he just basically left him alone and left him open for a wide-open shot.
Well, the other way, a three-point shot is put right up there by number 22, Tucker Bivens. So he's got double figures, and he gets that lead right back for New Albany. So Cats tied it with Mundi's three-pointer. And we're at 30-27 as the ball gets knocked around, and Young keeps it. Drops down into Ernie, and he's able to put it up and in. So Cats
doing a little bit better job down there on offense, on the offensive end of rebounding.
We got 30-29 on the board, though. There's a shot. Doesn't go for Bivens there, so the Cats come down with the rebound. Mundi has it. Feeds down into Foley. Kind of waiting for that double team. Now they get it out there, and good job there by Young to pop the three. So Cats have hit 2 3-pointers here.
And that's what you got to do. We talk about playing inside outside, and that's exactly what we did. They threw the ball into Foley. He didn't force anything, and Young relocated, got to the open spot on the floor, and got him an open three.
So 32-30 is our score. Three-point shot, and that is nailed right there by Jaden Thompson. So he's got double figures himself. He's got 11.
A lot of scoring here to start the quarter.
Exactly. Wildcats have scored 8. Bulldogs have scored 6. So 33-32. Gus works his way, but again, just can't get that shot to fall.
Yeah, and he was wide open.
Good job by Ernie to get that one to roll in. So Ernie's got 4 points in the quarter. It's going back and forth right now. 34-33, Jasper with a 1-point lead. And a little game of horse now, as that was launched right there by Jaden Thompson. He didn't hit. Foley, now he's got that one-on-one. Nice spin move. Now he gets some help over there, but he's able to get the shot up and in. So the activity is there this second.
That was a good job there of being aggressive and being strong, going up for it.
All right, so that's going to be a foul on the Wildcats. 36-33 is our score. As 7th to the line will be Tucker Bivens. That's a second foul on Connor Foley. So Bivens pops that free throw. He's got 11 points on the night. He and Jaden Thompson.
Bivens, a senior for New Albany, very good baseball player. He's signed to go to play baseball at the University of Louisville next year. Very good pitcher, very good shortstop. I think coming into tonight, he was 14 points away from joining the 1,000-point club for New Albany. So I think he's, obviously he's getting closer to that. So
yeah, just 2 points away right now.
Yeah. So he's just a good all-around athlete. His brother played here a few years ago. His brother was the same way. Good. They're better baseball players than they are basketball, but they're not bad basketball either.
Right. All right, so that's going to be a foul down on the Bulldogs there. Whistle that one on Chase Loesch. That's his second personal foul. Jasper with a 1-point lead, and actually got a piece of that was Loesch on that shot. And Grant Young can't get the putback. Now he gets his own rebound and brings it back out. Cats with a 1-point lead, 36-35. Ernie, and he gets a shot to go up and in. So Loesch reached in on that shot, And his momentum just kept it up there, and it bounded right in.
Yeah, he kind of just got it knocked out of his hand, and it went up and went in.
All right, so that was on Loesch. I think that's his third personal foul. He's showing just 2 right now. Yep, now they upgraded. So 2 fouls on the Bulldogs, and the free throw doesn't go.
Traveled right there and got by with it.
Little jump hook goes up and in there for Thompson. So he's got 13 points.
New Albany's in a 2-3 zone now, so we'll see what Jasper can counter with that. He's still got to go from the inside outside with it.
Cats with a 1-point lead, 38-37. Gus left alone for a 3-point shot, and he hits a second one tonight. So again, that was a struggle for him earlier in the season, but he's starting to pick it up a little bit here. 2 big ones tonight. Johnston Carter with the basketball. Ernie backs him up. Now he's battling. Actually, I think they're going to call Ernie for the foul here.
Yeah, hand check.
So 41-37, the Jasper Wildcats with a 4-point lead over the New Albany Bulldogs. Again, I think it's been since 1986 the last time the Wildcats won on the road down here.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know if we played them every year since then, but it's definitely been a while.
Right. There's a 3-point shot that goes in and out for Jaden Thompson. So here come the Cats the other way as Albany has it. Grant Young gives it back up. Now gets it back. Foley on the baseline there. Good cut to the basket, but a nice defensive play there by number 25, Loesch, to knock that ball away, and the Bulldogs come up with the steal. Jasper with a 4-point lead, 41-37. Thompson hands off to Rose there. Rose stops at the top of the key and can't get it there to go. So Michael Beekler comes down with it. 2:44 on the clock. 4-point basketball game. Jasper with the lead.
I know one thing. If I was coaching this New Albany bunch, they would drive me nuts with some of the shots that they shoot.
Right.
Because that wasn't even a good shot. I don't know where Foley's trying to throw that.
That wasn't a very good pass either.
No, you're exactly right.
So a turnover for the Wildcats. 41-37. Cats still lead here with 2:16 on the clock here. Bevan drives. Gives it up. Johnson Carter's going to back up there. Albrand picks him up. Now he attacks. Feeds the corner. And there's a steal. Grant Young stepped in front of that pass, but can't get the layup. So had a chance to give the Wildcats their biggest lead at 6. It'll stay at 4 right now, 41-37 with 1:47 on the clock. We're moving right along in this third quarter. Thompson's going to drive. Gets to the lane, pulls up, and get the shot to go. Grant Young, he's got an opening, take it all the way, and he misses another point blank, but Foley gets the garbage. So Foley's got 7 points in the quarter, 17 points on the night, and Jim Shannon's had enough. He's going to call a timeout here. So we'll take a break here. Jasper with a 6-point lead, 43-37 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Bulldogs will inbound here. The Wildcats have outscored the Bulldogs in this quarter so far, 19-10 to take a 6-point lead, 43-37, and it could even be more. A couple point-blank shots missed by the Cats. Still playing a really good quarter here. Bivens giving it up to Thompson. And there we go. Oh, Albrand had the ball knocked away, and the Cats actually come up with it. Englert tries to feed down the court, though, and it's an easy steal for Carter. He comes the other way. Thompson will feed back up there. Bivens all alone for a long 3, but misses. And the ball goes right off the toe of Johnston Carter. So the Cats get a break there. All right, so Connor Foley's going to check back in. We got 48.1 to go here in the third quarter. Jasper leads 43-37.
Jasper needs to be patient here. I mean, they want to sit in that zone. Just let them sit there.
Right.
We'll run the clock out.
Oh, nice play there as Gus fed it into Foley, and instead of going down with it, it was basically an alley-oop bucket. 8-point lead for the Cats, 45-37 with 22 seconds to go. Connor Foley with another big quarter. He's got 9 points. There's a drive, and actually it's going to be a foul called on Carter. I'm sorry,
Heichelbeck. Yeah.
Fouling Carter. Check that. Foley actually was 6 points. Gus had a 3-pointer there, so I had to correct that. But still. And the free throw is long. So Justin Carter's been held to just 5 points after scoring 19 last night against Evansville North. And gets the second free throw to roll.
I think the big thing tonight is our defense has picked up here, especially here in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, we're forcing them. We're forcing them into to play the way they're not used to playing. I don't know what they got here because it went off. I thought it was obviously off of New Albany.
Yeah, the officials are talking, so yeah, they're going to say Jasper basketball, and New Albany fans raising Cain about that.
I guess they didn't see it the same way I did.
Mundy with 2 seconds forces up a 3-point shot that's going to be way short, but still Jasper with an outstanding quarter, scoring 21 points, and they take a 45-38 lead over the Bulldogs into the fourth quarter. So we'll take a break here on 18 WJTS. So a big-time third quarter for the Wildcats there, outscoring the Bulldogs 21-11, and just need a lot more of that here in this fourth quarter, don't we, Jason?
There's no doubt. You know, I think we talked there a little bit off the air that, you know, our defense is what got us to this point.
Well, that time, Bevins is able to split the defenders and get that shot up and draw the contact, so he's going to have a 3-point opportunity here.
See, and again, that's a play coming out of a break, you know, that it's set up. You know, and I really am surprised they didn't try that more tonight with Bivin. With Grant Young guarding him, you know, he's got some size on Grant. I'm surprised they haven't posted him up a little bit more.
All right, so that makes it a 4-point basketball game now, 45-41. And you can just see right there the battle between Schmeltz and Carter Mooney. He's just staying all over him. Of course, they're backing off Beekler there.
Yeah, Beekler and Ernie, they kind of give him a little room. And both of them are smart enough players to know that that's not their forte to shoot that.
Good job there, though, for Connor Foley to see the cutting Carter Mooney for a bucket. And New Albany, nobody back there to help out, but they eventually get it in. Jasper with a 6-point lead, 47-41. So there's a drive to the basket, and that's going to be a personal foul called on Tanner Ernie.
A little bit different this time. There are a couple past times here now with Carter is he's doing that dribbling, but he's going towards the basket, and it's making it harder for Ernie to guard him. But in the first half there, he just went side to side. Instead of north-south, he was going side to side. Now the last couple times he's went towards the basket.
All right, so Carter will get a second foul shot here. And he pops them both, so gets it back to a 4-point game. Jasper with a 47-43 lead. So Grant's going to face a little pressure here by Bivin as he brings it up. Foley helps out and gets the handoff right back to Young. Foley, good job keeping his footing there. And John Gable wants a quick timeout. So we'll take a break here. Jasper with a 47-43 lead over the Bulldogs with 6.5 to go here in the fourth quarter on 18 WJTS. So the Jasper Wildcats win bound here with the 4-point lead. Feed inside to Gus. And again, he just cannot hit those point blank shots.
He's got to be able to gather himself. You know, I mean, he shoots them, he's off balance, and he's just basically throwing them.
Bivin can't hit the 3-point shot, and Foley comes down with the rebound. 6:11 on the clock, 47-43. Connor's got it. Now Grant Young, 3-point shot, bounce around, doesn't go. Foley almost had the rebound, but it goes out of bounds, so we'll call it a team rebound there for the Wildcats as it gets knocked away by the Bulldogs. 5:51 on the clock, and we got a 4-point game, 47-43. Jasper leads. Carter makes a cut there. Gus gets it. Foley one-on-one. And he gets bumped there, so that's going to be a foul called on Thompson, number 30. So I'm trying to see the numbers. I think it's just a third team foul whistled on the Bulldogs. So future Brooks comes back into the ball game. His first action, I think, here in the second half.
I believe so.
He had 4 points in that first half. So 5:30 on the clock right now. And they're going to call a quick foul there on Jeremy Rose.
Wow.
So
for as much contact and banging as has been going on tonight, call that. It's like, oh boy.
Yep, you just never know. All right, so it's getting a little tighter here. Fourth foul on the New Albany Bulldogs. Rose forces Tanner to give it up there to Young. There we go. Nice play there, but cannot finish the point-blank shot. Foley can't get the follow. And it says it goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs, so hit the baseline there. So Cats get a break. There are 2 missed shots there.
Yeah, New Albany's given us every opportunity we can to score.
Gus on the inbound, pops the 3. So Gus has hit 3 3-pointers tonight, 9 points for him. He gives the Wildcats a 7-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And a quick drive right there, and that's going to be a foul, so Carter's going to go over the line.
Gus can shoot from the 3-point line tonight, but he can't shoot anything inside there.
I know. All right, they're going to say no shot on the play. So 6th foul on the Wildcats, and that's the 4th on Tanner Ernie. So he's going to have to sit down. Albright comes in. So again, Wildcats battling against the Bulldogs tonight, and what an inbound play there. A nice shot by Bivin. So that makes it a 4-point game, 50-46. 4:40 on the clock right now. Foley. Bivin's keeping an eye on him, but now Foley's got the move and has to give it up. Mooney looks for an opening, not there. Gus extends out.
We just need to be patient like this. I mean, we don't have to just run the clock. We need the clock running.
All right, so Foley's trying to go to his right there, makes a move. Left-handed shot doesn't go, but Gus comes up with the rebound, feeds it out. Now Grant Young's going to miss that 3-point shot, though.
I'm not sure we needed to take that one. I know he was open, but, you know, I mean, we're fighting with the clock right now more than anything.
All right, that should be Wildcat ball. Yes, it does go out of bounds off Carter there. All right, so substitution. Brooks is going to sit. Back in the ball game is Loesch. So the Bulldogs out there with their starting 5 of Carter, Rose, Bivin, Loesch, and Thompson. Young battles and is able to get it across. 3:42 on the clock. 4-point lead for the Wildcats, 50-46. Gus. Mundi, he drives and he draws the contact, so Loesch is going to pick up his foul.
I think he's saying he's passing, so I don't think they're going to give him 2 shots.
Which I don't. Kidding me, really?
Yeah, I don't. I could just tell by the way the official went after it was that he thought he was trying to pass, but I don't. To me, I mean, obviously it looked like he was shooting.
Yeah,
but
exactly. All right, so 3:29 on the clock. Jasper with the basketball underneath. That's the 5th foul whistled on the Bulldogs. 4th foul on Loesch. Yeah, John Gable's still questioning that.
New Albany's going to take a timeout.
All right, so we'll take a break here. Jasper, 3:29 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. 50-46 our score. Cats lead by 4 on 18 WJTS. Grant Young's going to inbound for the Wildcats. 4-point lead, 50-46. 3.5 to go. Mundi gets it. Johnson Carter's done a really nice job defensively against Carter Mundi. Mundi gets it down low, and Johnson Carter blocks that shot. So Cats will hang on to it. 4-point lead. And Gus is going to check back in, so Beeker's going to sit. Feet out there. Oh, man, that was close.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Bivin drops down to keep an eye on Foley. Now it leaves Grant Young open, but he's not able to handle it to get the shot up, so Gus has it on the baseline. He'll make a spin move, and he gets himself in position, puts it up, but can't get it to drop, but he'll shoot 2.
Got bailed out there because he was in trouble.
Right.
And they bailed him out by fouling him, but now we got to convert these free throws. 3 minutes left in the game. You know, it's getting crunch time again with free throws, so you got to make sure we hit every one we get the opportunity. That's 5 fouls on
Loesch, yeah.
Loesch.
Yeah, so number 25, 5th personal foul, so he's going to have to sit. So he reported over there to Coach Shannon, and they're going to bring off the bench a new name this time. That's number 3, Tommy Devine. So he's getting his first action of the night. And Gus pops that one. Yeah, has improved his foul shooting up to 90% now.
I'd like to see him up his inside game to like 90%.
Yeah. Good job by Gus to pop those 2, and Beeker will come back into the ball game. So Jasper now leads 52-46, 6-point lead here. And we're inside of 3 minutes as Bevan will slowly bring it up, and Grant Young waiting for him. Allbrand on Carter. Feeds to the corner. Rose with a 3-point shot. That misses everything. Easy rebound for Foley.
Be patient.
Cats, exactly. We don't. Yeah. You're right. Back it up.
You don't need to score. You don't need. I mean, I shouldn't say you don't need to score, but you need a high-quality shot.
Exactly. All right. So the Cats showing some patience here, and Foley will drive and reverse layup. I don't know if that was the best shot, but it went in.
No, yeah. I mean, we'll take it because it went in, but.
Absolutely. All right, so a 8-point lead now for the Cats, and Foley comes up with a steal. Trying to feed it down low into Devine. Foley picks that one off, and the Cats with the basketball and an 8-point lead as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Yeah, in this situation, again, no need to shoot at all. No need.
You just need the clock running and keep moving the basketball.
So Grant Young doing a good job of making that happen. Foley has it and gives it back up. 1:40 on the clock.
They're not even putting good pressure on the ball. I mean, they haven't really all night, I don't think. I don't think they've really played great defense.
Yeah, especially here in the second half as the Wildcats have taken control. All right, so now it comes down to foul shots. Last night, Jasper just 6 of 13 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. So far, 2 for 2. Grant can't get it to go. There comes Carter the other way. Carter with a quick bucket. Doesn't go, but a rebound put back up and in by Devine. So that makes it a 6-point ball game, 54-48. And New Albany gets the timeout. So
no, actually, I think Jasper took that one.
Oh, Jasper took it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a break here. 6-point ball game right now, 54-48 with 1:25 to go here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Wildcats with the basketball. 54-48's our score. 1:25 on the clock. Cats lead. Good job there to inbound quickly into Young, and so he's able to get it across. And then a quick foul is going to be whistled on the Bulldogs. First time in the ball game is Jordan Treat, number 13. He'll pick up the foul. All right, so substitution. Ernie's back in the ball game.
We're playing the offense for defense type thing. Ernie's back in. Englert's getting ready to check in.
Good job by Grant to hit that free throw. He missed his last 1-on-1. So we'll get the bonus here. So Grant Young with 11 points tonight. And the second shot is good. 56-48, Cats with an 8-point lead, minute 20 to go. Biven with the basketball. All over him is Grant Young. Trying to battle to get that three-point shot. Now Thompson's there. He's going to launch one. Good job by Foley to disrupt that one. And the Cats come up with a big rebound here with 1:06 on the clock. Grant Young's going to dribble out. Still not committed to the foul. Now Ernie, he's the guy they want to foul, really.
You just got to pass the ball. You know, we talk about this numerous times throughout the year when you got the lead like this and teams are trying to foul. Don't be selfish and try to dribble and get fouled. Pass the ball because you want the clock running. You don't want to have to shoot the free throws. I don't care how good a free throw shooter you are. You want the ball moving and make them chase.
Right. All right. And, of course, as they chase, more time goes off the clock, too.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's what, you know, that's what you're after.
Grant Young misses the second one. So 1 of 2 on that trip. It's a 9-point game, though, with 53 seconds. Cats are going to have to continue to just guard that perimeter. That shot doesn't go there for Thompson. Good rebound there by Grant Young, and he gets fouled again quickly. So Treat's going to pick up another one here. But that's the main thing. I mean, I don't think they have the three-point shooting out there. I mean, Biven, we've done a great job of keeping him from getting any shots, but if, you know, we'll let Thompson shoot all day.
Yeah, this is like we've said, you know, it's a down year for them. You know, they're obviously not the caliber that they have been in the past.
Right.
But, you know, like to build off of what you're saying, I mean, Biven is basically their outside shooter. They don't have a lot of inside game. They don't even try to.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's surprising. They've got some size, 3'6", 4 kids, but they don't ever, like, take the ball in there to them.
All right, so Biven forces that one, misses everything. Future gets a shot up and in. So he's got 6 points tonight. Makes it an 8-point game. Cats had a 10-point lead before that shot there. And wide open there is Tanner Ernie for a quick bucket.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, you got a chance to get 2 easy points. Shots you're not going to miss that.
Right. All right, so a battle there, and they're going to say it went off a Treat there. So Jasper with a 10-point lead, 15 seconds to go. 60-50. And I think New Albany's just going to back off and let the Wildcats finish this up. So a historic win for the Jasper Wildcats. Very rarely do we win here at the Doghouse. I think we're hearing last night when I talked to Albran after the ball game, I think he was saying that the last time we won down here was 1986. So
yeah, it's been a while. There's no doubt.
A long time.
You know, anytime you can break a streak like that, that's a big deal. But you know, yeah. Coach Gobert just told me that this was Coach Gable's 200th win.
Oh, absolutely.
At Jasper.
Yep.
So you know that's a milestone for him. Great accomplishment for him.
Right.
But, to build off of that, to win here at New Albany, that's a nice accomplishment.
Right.
To build off of the year, takes us to 13-3. We've got a good year going. We have to continue to build on it and to get better. I think, coming in here and pulling out a victory like this is huge.
Oh, no question about it. So again, to knock off the New Albany Bulldogs, and again, they were 3-0 against conference opponents, knocking off Harrison, Wrights, and then last night against North. So for Jasper to come on the road down here, I think it's a huge win for the Wildcats. I mean, it's historic. I mean, we just don't win at this place.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough place to play, and then a tough place to win. It's a historic win, like you said.
Right.
You have to enjoy those accomplishments. I'm sure the coaching staff will be very pleased because we played a lot better tonight than what we played last night. I thought we defended the ball well tonight.
Yeah.
Like I said, they obviously weren't used to having a team play defense the way we did tonight. Bivens got his points, but the Carter kid, he was our leading scorer last night. I don't know what he ended up with tonight, but he didn't seem like he ever got on track, which, in my opinion, that's because of the defense that was played on him. And for the most part, we play good defense. That's one of our it's been one of Coach Gable's traditions and mainstays since he's been here is you're going to play good man-to-man defense to be in the lineup for him.
Right.
So I think, this is another team that's done that, It helps when you have Foley in the middle to swat shots away that get in there. That's a big plus and a big help. But our guards are out there. They're getting after it with Mundy and Young and Ernie. And then when Englert comes in, he's a good defensive guy. And that's a thing, I think that I'm starting to notice with this team is a lot of these guys are starting to realize what their role is on this team. Ernie knows that, he's not an outside shooter. He knows his role is to play good defense and to penetrate and get to the basket to score.
Right.
Young starting to hit some outside shots, and that's within his forte of what he can bring to the table.
Right.
We need to get Gus back on track a little bit on his inside game. Now, obviously tonight he stepped out and hit 3 threes and some free throws, which is good.
Yeah.
But we still need him on the inside. So I think that's one thing that we need to probably try to improve a little bit on. But overall, I think we made some strides forward this weekend. Last night was a little sketchy and a little scary, but tonight, coming like you said on the road, we keep reiterating that, but it's a big thing and it's hard to do, and to come up here and to walk out of here with a victory is huge.
And the thing is with last night, we were talking, it's like, you get a game like that. Do you get more out of a game, even though we should have dominated Du Bois? We didn't. They were real hot. They were hitting threes and all that. And, we lost we fell behind double digits, but we battled back in that basketball game. I feel like we get more out of a game like that than blowing them out by 20.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that you do. From a coaching standpoint, you can build, you can use those games to get better. If you beat a team by 20, how do you sit down and break that film down and criticize kids or teach them from a game you win by 20 or 25 points? It's hard to do. So with the game last night, there was a lot of teaching points in it. If we played defense last night the way we played tonight, it's not the same game as what it was last night. We got after it tonight on defense. If we would have played defense tonight like we did last night, we would have probably got beat by 10 points tonight.
Yeah, right. All right, so the Wildcats battled back, trailed 27-24 at halftime. but outscore New Albany 36-23 in the second half to win this game by 10. So, and the other thing too, I mean, just looking at the scoring for the Wildcats, 4 players, we have all 5 starters, and only the 5 starters scored in this game, but 4 out of the 5 scorers scoring in double figures, led by Foley with 18, 14 from Grant Young, so a great night for him, 11 for Gus Heichelbeck, and 10 points for Tanner Ernie.
And that's huge because, as an opposing coach, it's hard to focus on one player when you have multiple offensive threats.
Right.
Obviously, if Foley continues on the track he's on now, he's going to get his points.
Right.
But somebody else has to step up and be able to contribute to that. Grant Young did that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Last night he didn't have any help, but thankfully we didn't need a lot.
Right.
Tonight, if it wasn't for some of those other guys, Foley wouldn't have carried us tonight like he did last night.
Right.
So, I think it's when you can have balanced scoring as a coach. I always preferred to have balanced scoring than to have one guy that scored 20 or 25 every night,
right,
and everybody else was 8 or 9,
right.
Because it's harder from an opposing coach's standpoint to devise a defense to guard against 5 scorers as opposed to guarding against 1.
Right.
So.
Right. All right, so again, a historic win for the Jasper Wildcats over the New Albany Bulldogs, and for John Gable with his 200th career win as the coach of the Jasper Wildcats. So we'll take a break here, and we'll talk with Coach John Gable in just a moment here on 18 WJTF. All right, we're back once again here at New Albany High School at the Doghouse, and the Cats beat the Dogs here tonight. And congratulations to John Gable. John, it's your 200th win as a Jasper Wildcat coach.
Yeah, thank you.
He's high-fiving everybody up there.
It's a satisfying win from the standpoint of, we felt like in the first half last night against Du Bois that we got out-hustled and outworked a little bit, and I thought we corrected that tonight. I think we got down 10-2 early, but we were getting some good looks. They just weren't going down, and we never got rattled. Excuse me. And we stayed focused, and it's just a good quality win. And the last time Jasper basketball won in this building, I was a junior in high school.
It was 86, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. But we were trying to talk about when that last one was.
85, 86 season.
Okay.
And that was my junior year at Mater Dei High School. So that was a long, long time ago, obviously. And then we've only won twice here, or 3 times now, in the last 50 years. So, excuse me. Get a little chill.
Jason's got some cough drops there if you want to help.
Well, I didn't have a cough until I sat down here, so it must be the chair.
Yeah.
No, but I'm real proud of our guys, the way they fought out a gutsy come from behind win tomorrow night, or last night, and came out here tonight and won a tough game on a tough floor.
Well, break it down for us. I mean, what did the Wildcats do tonight to pull this off?
Well, I just think we kept our composure. We kept feeding the post, and we stayed patient. And I thought most of the shots we took tonight were high quality shots out of our offense. I apologize for that.
No problem. Take a break there.
I'm not flustered. I'm just all of a sudden got a tickle in my chest. I would really say that it really comes down to we have a group of kids that find ways to win. They manufacture wins in tough situations, and that paid off this weekend big time.
And the nice thing with it is just a great balance. I mean, all of our scoring came from our starters, but 4 out of 5 players in double figures, so we really got contributions across the board there.
Yeah, and it wasn't just points. We did have guys like Jack Albrand and Michael Beekler and Spencer Englert come off the bench and give us some really quality minutes.
Absolutely.
But obviously it's not always about points, but our goal from the beginning of the year has been 60 points a game, and we felt like with the way that we feel like we can defend, if we can get to 60 points, we can beat most teams, and that proved true again tonight. So, but it's always a team effort. We always have guys screaming, rebounding, defending, even when they're not scoring, and those are some of the things that are the most important parts of the game.
Right. Well, and the other thing too, I mean, you look as far as what we were able to do defensively against. Yeah, I mean, Tucker Bevan had a great game, and I guess he broke a 1,000-point mark for New Albany. But I thought we did an outstanding job on Justin Carter, not really letting him get underway.
Yeah. Well, the Bevan kid hit some really unbelievably tough shots tonight. Tanner Ernie guarded him most of the night. Grant Young got him a little bit. Jack Albrand got him a little bit, but he earned his points. And we really felt like going toward the end of the third quarter, I was talking to coaches on the sideline, and he was getting frustrated and he was getting tired. Number 22 was, and I think we were defending him a little bit better than I think he's used to getting defended, and I think I wore on him. And then late in the game, he was forcing some shots that early in the game were going in, and these weren't. And that was a big. I thought that was a big break in the game for us.
Right.
But most importantly, I thought our offensive composure. I thought the way we worked the ball and the way we kept feeding the post, and our guards did a much better job of moving without the ball. We hit some guards that were cutting. We got a couple back doors. We were able to hit some guards spotting. We had guys like Grant Young and Carter Mundy hit some big threes for us. And Gus Heichelbeck, how about him? Gus Heichelbeck at the banquet last year, he won our three-point shooting percentage. He shot 38% from three-point line last year, and he won the award.
Right.
And I believe that, if I remember right. And then this year, he's gone into this game, he'd only hit one.
Right.
And it was just a big surprise for us. And early in the game, he passed up a three, and I got on him a little bit. So Gus, shoot the ball, and I didn't have a premonition that he was going to start making it. But gosh, dog, you're not going to make it if you don't shoot it, obviously. And he's not going to be on anybody's scouting report right now as a shooter, at least this late in the season. And he hit three of them, I believe, tonight.
Right.
Which was a huge break for us, because last night we got outscored by 27 points at the three-point line.
Yeah, we did.
I think Du Bois hit 10 and we hit one, and you can't continue to live like that. So hitting some perimeter shots tonight was a big key for us as well. And Gus was a big part of that.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a moment for reflection on this. 200 wins at Jasper. Just talk about your career so far here at Jasper. I mean, we're expecting another 10 years out of you, right?
I don't think I'm going to be alive for 10 more years, Craig. But no, one of the greatest honors of my life was being hired by Jasper for a community with a program as rich and tradition as Jasper to have enough faith in me to give me a chance. I remember that. It was in 2007, and then it was a big moment for me personally and professionally. And it's not always been pleasant. It's been a roller coaster. Sometimes as a Jasper basketball coach, you kind of feel like the Maytag repairman a little bit, and you can be the most, like on a night like tonight, it can be one of the most rewarding and satisfying things in the world. And after a loss, you can feel like the loneliest man in the world, and that's just part of it. You know that going into it. And I guess, the biggest thing to me is people are going to say that I've won my 200th game at Jasper, but I look at guys like Jason Albrand, who have been right beside me every single game, and who is really one of the best coaches I've ever been around in my life. And to me, we've won them. We've won 200 games as a coaching staff. And now Jeremy Wolf was with us all those years, and Scott Yarbrough used to help us out, and Caleb Bagley, Cameron Harris. There's been Andy Noblett. There's just been so many guys that have been on the bench with us and been a big part of it. And most importantly, though, I think one of the things that gets lost in translation a lot is how lucky we are at Jasper High School to have the kids that we do. And and I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm not just that's not just coach speak. When I talk to other coaches sometimes about some of the things they have to put up with their teams and their programs and out of their young people, we don't have to do that with our basketball program. We have kids that behave the right way in the classroom, behave the right way away from basketball, and represent our school the right way. And it's just I've been blessed to be a part of it. Good kids, hardworking kids, and they're not always the most talented. We haven't always had great success, but we have kids that keep working and believing, and I'm proud to be a small part of it.
Oh, and the thing is just taking pride, because a lot of those names that you mentioned there were all former players with, Jason Albrand, Scott Yarbrough. You got Andy Noblett helping out, Caleb Bagley, obviously.
Look who's on the bench now, obviously. Jason Albrand was a all-conference player in 1989 and part of a sectional championship. Caleb Bagley is one of the only 13 guys in Jasper basketball history to reach 1,000 points. Andy Noblett is way up on the scoring list, too. 600 and some odd career points, puts him in the top 30, I believe, or close to it, somewhere in that area. But we're pretty blessed to have guys that were not only talented basketball players, but they've devoted their lives to coming back to Jasper and working with the youth of Jasper, and not getting a lot of financial reward out of it, but getting a lot of, they love their community, and they appreciate the chance they had when they came through, and they just wanted to give back. And so when I came in here, I had no connection to Jasper. And now all these years later, my wife's a Jasper graduate, and my kids, all three of my kids graduated from Jasper, and I have two stepdaughters at Jasper, and I've been doing this for 15 years, and I feel part of it. I feel like Jasper I identify with Jasper, and this is my lifetime home, and I don't know how much longer I'll keep coaching basketball. I don't think about that every day, but it doesn't.
So you're
matter.
laughing about 10 years or what?
When I'm done, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna get a bag of popcorn and a soft drink, and I'll be at every game. So
that's awesome.
I love the program, and I'm just really proud to have been a part of it.
Well, no question about it. So, hey, you got to be satisfied. This team right now at 13-3. You know, again, after last year's tough season, we're still in the hunt for the conference as well. But, you know, like we were talking about before, New Albany was 3-0 against conference teams, so it's huge for us to pull this off tonight.
Especially on this floor. And I think they're a little bit stunned by it, and I think our guys were a little bit stunned by it. But, you know, we have a tradition at Jasper basketball where after wins you sing the school song while you bang on the locker. And I had to tell them, you know, the last time a team had done this in this building was, like I said, 1985-86 when I was a junior in high school. And so I think it kind of sunk into them how long ago that was, because I think they think I'm about 70 years old. So the older I get, the younger they get. And but anyway, they couldn't be more proud of a group. And if you look at our 3 losses this year, we've lost 3 tough games on the road, and we've been in all 3 of those games at Evansville Harrison, Evansville North, and at Lagodi. 3 really good teams, and 3 road losses. And so to come on a road tonight and get a good quality win against a great program like New Albany, right after Jim Shannon has just got his 600th career win. Just a nice feather in our cap. Very proud to be a part of it.
Well, it's nice to have that nice, smooth ride back home, too, right?
It's going to make it a lot easier. We haven't had a nice ride home from New Albany in 15 years. So, well, actually, for 40-something years. But 15 years that I've been here, it's been a quiet ride home. So we'll enjoy it tonight, yes.
Well, hey, we're real proud of you, John. Congratulations on the milestone and all that. But a lot of basketball left to play this year.
Yeah, we're planning on winning a few more. So come along for the ride.
All right. Well, congratulations, John.
All right.
Thank you. All right, so again, a big win for the Jasper Wildcats on the road against the New Albany Bulldogs, 60-50. And again, just a quick rundown of the scoring here. Connor Foley with 18 points, 14 points for Grant Young, hitting some free throws down the stretch there to help the Wildcats maintain that lead. 11 points for Gus Heichelbeck, 3 3-pointers and a couple free throws. Tanner Ernie with a nice night with 10 points, 8 of those coming in the second half. Carter Mooney with 7, and so a big win for the Wildcats, and they hold let's see, a couple leading scorers for New Albany. Tucker Bevan had 18 points, but also his 1,000th career point as a basketball player. But of course, he'll move on and have a collegiate career at the University of Louisville as a baseball player for them. So 18 points for him. Jaden Thompson had 13. So Jasper wins it 60-50 over the New Albany Bulldogs. First win over the Bulldogs here at the Doghouse in New Albany since 1986. So the Cats improved to 13-3 on the season. New Albany drops to 8-6. So for Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video, my name is Craig Schneider. Wildcats win it 60-50 over the Bulldogs here on 18 WJTS. Good night.